there we go. Ha! Hey guys, how many are on here? 4 people, sweet. Oh, okay. Yeah, what's up, fellas? Thursday night. That's a fun night, eh? Yeah. Just remember, well, let's do this. If you have any comments, go ahead and put them in the comment section, and questions. We'll go through and answer them to the best of our abilities, all of us together if we can. If you say hi in the chat, make sure that everybody knows you're here, and help each other if you can. We've got a couple different things I'm going to show you tonight. Here's our table that we got. We've got a few different things set up. But let's check out, let's see, what should we do first? Well, I have to apologize because I was going to do a video this week and I ran into an issue. I thought something was going to work and then it wasn't exactly how I thought it should work. It was weird. So just so you know. So thanks for being here, those who are here. Looks like we got, what, 5 people? Sweet. And then those who are watching later, go ahead and comment if you want, if you have another question or something like that. Now, the topic I wanted to go into was kind of keeping with microphones in the ATEM, because that tends to be something that's on my mind a lot. Oh, by the way, make sure you got your cola. You know, it needs to be close. Make sure you got it. Orange vanilla Coke, by the way. Very hard to get nowadays, just so you know. So, let's see. YouTube says the stream's current bitrate of 5,300 kilobits per second is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you stream bitrate of 4,500 kilobits per second. So for some reason, in YouTube's mind, 5,300 kilobits per second is lower than 4,500? Weird. Okay, so yeah, the couple things that I want to go over just tonight, hopefully we just do like a half hour or so, not too long, is whether it's better to run, that's a little hot, isn't it? Whether it's better to run your microphone directly into the ATEM and use the onboard preamp, or run it through an external preamp. And I've got an external preamp here. We've got just the splitter, and then we've got this Studio V3 Tube MP from ART. I've shown it on the channel a couple times. We're going to run directly, so we're splitting the signal here. We've got our wireless receiver that's receiving the lav mic right here, and it's going into the splitter, and I'm taking the isolated out of each side and going into each microphone preamp. So currently what you're hearing is I've got my Zoom H6 over here, and it has, let's go over here, you can kind of see it, here it is right here. It's got, oh, I hear my boy crying. Oh, poor little guy. He's going to sleep, so he should be heading to sleep soon. So we've got a shotgun mic here. Watch, I'll turn that up. Hey. See, that's the shotgun mic, which, yes, I know does sound a lot better, but I'm going to go back to my lav for demonstration purposes. So there's my lav again. Maybe we'll go back to the shotgun when we do some more Q&A. But we've got, let's see, I've got everything going into the ATEM, including my music. Here's my music. Yeah. That's right. So I've got that, and then I've got the shotgun mic and my lav mic, a direct out from my lav mic. So if we go back over here, you see that we've got the isolated, so input here, isolated out coming over and going into the ATEM. The other isolated out is going into our preamp, which currently isn't connected to the ATEM. We'll do that in a minute. And then I've got this other split that's coming over to the H6 over here. So we're going to take a little listen here. And honestly, this is what sounds the cleanest to me, is having it go through something like an H6, and then it mixes everything together, and then the line out of the H6 is what is going into the input of our ATEM Mini Pro. So let's come over here to oh, we got 8 people. Sweet. I don't know if I'm getting the chat. Say hi, guys. We all want to chat, don't we? So, like I said, I think this is the best sound that I've gotten, and because it's really low, there's a really low noise floor. It's not as hissy, because that was the issue that you have when you plug into these. I think these mic pre's are just crap. That's my suspicion. And it's not like they haven't done this before, because the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema, the original one that you guys are looking at right now, this one has really crappy audio everything. So you can set it to be a line input or a mic input, and they both sound like garbage. They both have that super high noise floor. It's ridiculous. So I think that's similar on this. I know the new Pocket Cinema 4Ks aren't that great either. They're better than the original, but they're not the best. So we are going to, let's see. So yeah, so the mic is nice and clean here. So let's jump over to our computer and see what we need to do, or what our setup is as normal. So here we are on the software. And if we go to our settings under audio, we have general, and our line input on our mic input on mic 1 is set to microphone, because we're running a direct mic signal into there. And then on mic 2 it's set to line, because we are using an external preamp, and then that boosts it to line level, which sends it over to the ATEM. So what we're going to do is I'm going to switch off from the audio coming from the H6, and then we'll go over and we'll unplug that from the ATEM, which is plugged in. Let's see, let's go over to that one. It's plugged in right back here in mic 2. We'll unplug that and plug the signal from the external preamp. So let's go over and listen to what direct in sounds like. So this is direct in, and immediately you can tell there's that hiss. So let's go between the two. So this is coming off the H6. This is coming through the input, the mic input of the ATEM. It sounds horrible. It boggles my mind, really. Mind boggled. So let's jump back to that. Whoop, I'm peeking a little bit. Sorry, guys. So let's jump back to that. We're going to jump back to the hissiness. So here we are on this. I'm going to unplug the 1/4 inch coming from the H6, or the 1/8 inch coming from the H6. I'm going to take this and we're going to plug it into the line input of the of input number 2. Okay. So let's see. We've got a good signal coming in here. So let's jump over to that one. Oh yeah, duh. Now you're just hearing me over here. That was the other thing we have to do, because I believe this is just sending, it should be balanced, but I think it's just sending on one side. So we need to come into here and we need to split mic 2. So we'll split mic 2, done, and then we can see that we have level coming in on the left side there. So let's jump back over to that mic. Okay, so here's the input coming from the preamp, and already it sounds better to me. It's a little hotter than the other one. I'm going to bring it back so we've got them relatively even. Check, check. Yep. So let's jump between the two, and we'll see how it sounds. So Here is, let's see, here's lav mic straight in. Check, check, 1, 2. There's lav mic straight in. Check, check. And you can even see here that the gain is down significantly. But when I jump back, and I tried to match the EQs the best I could on these, they're pretty close actually. This guy needs to come down like that. There we go. Okay. So I tried to get him as close as I could. What's this one at? So 500, just under there. Okay. Perfect. Oh, garage door. Hey, there's the garage door going down probably. So let's go back to the garage door going down. And now it's down. Okay. So here's the preamp. And there's actually still a little bit of noise floor. I'm surprised, but it's not as bad. So when I go back over to this one, hiss for days. Hiss for days. Now let's go back to the overhead shot here. And you know what I realized is I forgot to delay. Actually, I don't think it's bad on this one. I think when I tested this camera over here, the delay was less than a frame. So it's probably very, I don't know. Can you guys tell a delay at all on that? Put in the comments if you can. That's a cool shot. I like this shot. Look, you can see the ice in my drink. Oh wait, wrong one. Look, you can see the ice in my drink right there. Heck yeah. Let's see. Cola time. That's right. Okay, so all right, so we've been going for what, about 13 minutes, 14 minutes. So it just doesn't sound that great to me coming straight in. I wish it sounded better. For some reason, I don't know what it is about the inputs on this guy, the audio inputs. And maybe it's because they're unbalanced, but they just don't sound good. And I also wonder how are they, I don't understand how they're boosting this. If they're just cranking up the gain and calling it a mic pre, you know, is that the situation we're running into here? Or is this, you know, some just crappy preamp it's running through? Because it's an unbalanced signal, and people have mentioned in the comments that you can't put an unbalanced signal. There's no such thing as an unbalanced mic pre because it has to be balanced. And I remember learning about that, and I'm not a very eloquent person or speaker when it comes to that technical side of it. I usually just mix by my ears, right? Because that's what I enjoy doing. I get lost in a lot of the technical side of things. So that was, and like I said, if I go over to, let's see, we'll go back over to coming off the H6 like this. Come over here and we'll get that back in there. And then if I turn that one on, it goes away. Like all that hiss just goes away. It's so weird. Like if I turn, let me turn that down a little bit. Even if I crank this is using, you know, the volume up and down. Even if I crank that, it's not horrible. It's very manageable. So I don't know what it is. It's kind of weird. Oh, there I am, down in the corner. Let's see. So one of the things that I think it might be, let's come back over here. One of the things that I think it might be, and I brought one of the only useful things that Behringer has ever made, and this is their CT100. It's just a cable tester. You can send tone down it and pin out of your audio cables. And if I take this guy, and I think I said, or I talked about this in another video. I I need another cable. Where's that other cable? Here it is. Okay, so this is a duplicate of the one we have right here running between the receiver and the splitter. And I want to plug it in, and we'll take a look and see what the pinout is on these. And I went into this a little deeper on one of my recent videos, but you just plug it in. It has the 1/8 inch on this side. So this is the inside, and this is the out side of the cable. So if we turn this guy on, we can see that, can you guys see that? Let's see. It's got pin, so if you can't see that, pin 1, 2, 3, and then pin 1, 2, 3 on this side. So it has pin 1 to pin 1, which is the ground. And then it also has pin 1 to pin 3 on this side. And then it has pin 2 going to tip and ring on this side. It's kind of a weird setup, and I'm wondering if that is what's making it weird. Because I don't know, even coming off of this guy, I mean, the input source is already that cable, right? So it's taking the output of 2 sides and running it, so a tip and ring on this guy and running it into here, just on the pin 2. So then the grounds are hooked together. So let's see. But when I take this guy, this is a balanced cable. This is the one we're using. This is a TRS 1/4 inch, TRS 1/8 inch. If we plug this guy into the cable tester, it doesn't really matter how we go here. We can see that it is tip, ring, sleeve. So tip to tip, ring to ring, sleeve to sleeve. It's straight. It's straight through there. So I know it's hard to see, but it's not going all, it's not shorting anything together or soldering anything together. So I think that's why this has a little less of that noise in it. But I don't know. So now that we got that over, I'm going to switch over to the shotgun mic, and you guys can hear the difference in these. Check, check, 1, 2. Hey, there's the shotgun mic. Check, check, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. And that you can hear the background noise for sure. Okay, so and then I think the other thing that I wanted to cover just really quick, so we can make this kind of a short video. Well, I think one of the big things in one of the videos I was gonna create was we could turn that down. That's what we can do. That's a little loud. Check, check. Okay. One of the things that I was trying to make a video on was the H6 over here. And let's go back to this. This H6 here, and just running, kind of following up on that podcast, running your podcast through the ATEM. And the H6 is a good thing to use for that. If you want to, with a couple of downfalls, they have compressors and, oh, poor guy's crying next door. Oh, I think he's done. I think he's okay. So you have a compressor, you have like a high pass filter, but you don't have an EQ. So, and that's not the end of the world. I think that might still be just fine, So I was trying to figure out how to do that, but then the problem I ran into is, how do I record the audio that I'm doing? I'm using my recorder, and I need to just have a straight audio feed. So I'll have to figure that out, and then I'll get a video up on that. Let's see. Oh, I'm having a poor quality. What? That's too bad. Someone's streaming Netflix. Not Netflix, Disney Plus. Let's see what we're getting here. Oh, we're still getting like 60, 70 megs. Should be just fine. Oh, he's calling for daddy over there. Well, I don't see, what is there? There's 90 you watching. Do you guys have any questions or anything? I'm trying to see if we can answer anything. There was one question that I think we'll wait till next week to demonstrate, because I didn't have time to set it up tonight. But let me see. I was trying to remember. One of you guys was asking about. Let's see here. I gotta find that comment really quick. Asking about doing. He does drum lessons. It was. Oh man, I'm so sorry. We've got, oh, Bob, that's right, Bob Irving. Bob was talking about having, doing drum lessons, streaming drum lessons, and how he could incorporate a talkback mic with his drum mix. And I think we'll go into that a little bit later, or probably next week. I can't play the drums because kids are in bed and it's late. I got my drum kit behind me here, not really set up all the way. It's been in pieces for years, so I won't be able to do that. But I think what I can do is have, some sort of a playback coming off of Pro Tools or something like that. We can go through how we would do that. Just off the top of my head, I would say that you probably want to do something similar to what we're doing here. Is we would, let's see, where am I going here? This stream. Is I'd probably want to, that's not what I want, come on. I know I'm getting to Bob's question, but I don't have the stream up. Let's see, stream. Anyways, sorry, my brain just went out on me. I would probably think about doing something like an H6 here, or some kind of audio, not necessarily a mixer, but you could, or even a preamp like this guy here. If you have a preamp like this, you could run your talkback mic through that, and then run your mix through an external mixer, and then have those two available right here to turn on and off. The other thing you could do is set up a ducking circuit. So whenever you talk, it ducks the drum mix a little bit. That gets a little more complicated, but that's an option as well. And that would make it so you could talk while you're drumming. And let me see if I can get on there. There we go. Ooh. What? Oh my gosh, that is so kind of messed up, because I just saw, I just barely saw all of your comments. They just barely came up. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Thursday night, where are you? Friday AM. Here. Roland, where are you at, man? Sorry about the stream stuttering. I know it kind of sucks. Let's see. John's on. Roland, you're on. Toby. Hey, Toby. Peter, what's up, man? Glad you're here. Why don't you guys throw your comments up and or your questions. If you have any questions, go ahead and throw them on there. Let's see. And you can at me and I will. Let's see. Roland, you said sound devices mix pre-2 to Zoom. Use the onboard EQ and dynamics. Use an HDMI audio extractor to separate out the wet mix and send it to your field recorder. Yeah, yeah. What I might end up doing actually is, oh, dude, Roland, you're in Asia? Yeah, sorry, my stream is lagged. I don't know why it lags so much. It's kind of annoying. I need to figure that out. Let's see. Shut up, Roland. yeah. Let's see. So my stream is running at about 5 to 6 right now. So it dips a little bit, but it's not bad. I know I should be doing about 7. Blackmagic has it at it's running when they run their streaming high. So if you come over here to the computer, if you're running the streaming high here, it's 6 megabits per second. And that's what they recommend on that. So yeah, I've been to the Philippines, John. I was in Manila about sound device is better than Zoom, Roland. Yeah. Oh, I have no doubt the sound devices is better than Zoom. It also cost quite a crap ton more of money, or else I'd have a sound devices as well. Yeah. So let's see, Roland. No, John. I was in the Philippines, in Manila last year, in June. I think it was June or July. I think it was June. And it was actually really cool. I didn't get to go do much, but it was because I went there for work. So you get there, you're jet lagged, and then and you work all day, and then people want to go do stuff, and you're like, dude, I've been on a plane for 15 hours. 24 hours total of travel time. I just want to go and sleep. But yeah, that's how it is. I usually go to Hong Kong and Manila. And Sydney's probably the worst one I've had as far as jet lag. But yeah. Anyways, so John, are you in the Philippines? Or no, you hope to move to the Philippines. John, you're hoping to move to the Philippines. Where are you at right now, John? So now I have an excellent connection. Of course I've got an excellent connection. Again, let's have a little sip of our cola. Good stuff. Yeah, so is there? Get a cheap Cisco 3750 used. You can throw all family members back. You know what? That is a good idea. John, I was just going back on the chat here. Yeah, that's a good idea to throttle family members. And I actually can do that. I've got a Ubiquiti router, and I can throttle back their bandwidth. And I probably should before I do this. We'll remember that for next time. But currently, my phone is being used right here for my second camera. And on that, this shot up here, just as Actually, you know what? Let's grab that phone. Let's grab this guy here. We'll bring it down. So this is, I'm using on this, let me put my stupid face up here. So I was using this, I saw a video that said you could use Filmic Pro as another camera, right? And so I was all jazzed about that. Let's see. And I know that's all blurry. Why would you want to see that? There we go. So this is kind of the outline here or the output of Filmic Pro. And what it used to be, if I could show it here, is you go into, so I'll give you guys, I got to disconnect. Let's go back here then. So I have to disconnect this and then plug it back in, and you'll see what view you normally get from this. So this is what it always would spit out. You know, all this information on the sides, and even if you like tap to clear, and if you came in here and got rid of the guide and then tapped here, it's still in that box, and it's super annoying. It's driving me nuts. And apparently this is how it is on the latest version, or the later versions of iPhones and Android devices. And then with this last update, you can come into your settings here, go to hardware, and then say clean audio out, and then it's going to ask me to reconnect. So you have to unplug this, plug it back in, and then if I switch over to that, now I've got a clean HDMI output, which is awesome. So cool. So I'm going to put this back up like so. Oh. Let's see. Ah, John, in the Navy, man. Thanks for your service. Then back many times, been to more islands and provinces and islands than most Filipinos. Sweet. You're currently in the cornfields in Indiana. That's okay. I'm in Utah, so we have, we have really nice mountains and, skiing and stuff, but it's still pretty dry here and hot. Dry and hot. Oh, don't worry about the cola. I've got it under control. I have pretty good hand-eye coordination. And it sits way over there, so I can't knock it over or anything like that. Okay, so let's see. Just don't get caught throttling back. Yeah. Well, cool, guys. I think we'll probably leave it there. I mean, we're at about 35 minutes now. So let's do a conclusion really gue. Should you split your or should you run directly into your ATEM Mini, or should you run through a preamp first? And I would always say run it through a preamp. Run it through an external mixer, run it through something like the H6 that we have here, and you're just going to get a cleaner signal. So for those guys who are doing, let's see, for those of you guys who are doing these presentations, and you're doing either instrumental lessons of some sort or any kind of presentation, invest in something. This guy right here, this Tube MP, is $100, and I think if I ran a mic directly into it, like this shotgun mic, then it would be an even cleaner signal coming out of it. We did last week. We ran my SM7B through it, and it was pretty good. Okay, so it's going to be delayed here, but let's see. Peter asks, when I broadcast my stream using Wirecast, the audio is very low when I use the ATEM Mini Pro. So the setup is ATEM Mini connected to Zoom. We bring audio in from Zoom. John, we have corn. Oh, Pasang. What is up? From India. Cool, man. We are quite a world away from each other, aren't we? Yeah, I guess it would be kind of what Roland's saying. How are you bringing it into the ATEM? And what's your gain structure like? When you throw so many things into the mix, sometimes the gain structure can be messed up. So that's a tough one. Man, I am really kind of pissed on how delayed my stream is. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to figure out how to adjust that, because it may just be a thing. I don't even know if I can really do anything about it. Let's see. The broadcast volume is low. Yeah, Peter, how are you bringing that into the ATEM? Because it might help if I go back to that, huh? How are you bringing the audio into the wait, are you bringing it into, like, off of a computer into Zoom? Is that what you're doing? Like line output from your computer and then back in through the line input of your computer? I wonder. Huh. Well, interesting enough. I think that Zoom is a weird one. I've been able to actually run the ATEM here into Teams, because the company I work for has Microsoft, so Teams is the way they go, and it's actually worked pretty well. I was surprised. I've only done one meeting with it, but it worked quite well. So the issue that I had with it, what was the issue? They may have fixed it by now. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, you know, I think I was running audio separate because it was before they fixed the delay thing in here. But let's see. Roland says, Peter, you need makeup gain. Use the dynamics in the ATEM to add extra gain to the output. Look at your audio settings in Wirecast. Yeah, and you can do that. Let's see, from a mixer, but we turn the gain down very low. So why would you turn the gain down very low on your mixer, I guess is the question. Your gain should be very strong in the mixer. It should be coming through very strong. Yeah, Roland, if you turn the gain way down, what do you expect? Let's see. Let's see if I've got something. Hold for a second. Let's do this. We'll throw. You guys hang there. I'm gonna grab something really quick. We can answer Peter's question. Let's see. Haha. Okay, let's unplug this guy. We'll put all this stuff aside like that, since we're using the shotgun mic now. Put that over there. I need my power. I need the power. Okay, so let's go to that camera right there. Oh, I can understand that, yeah. Oh, we're gonna bonk something. Oh, dude, art. Yeah, the F4 is great, man. I wish I had one of those. that the one that has the controller, like the external controller, or is that something that's or is that that might be the F8 I'm thinking of. Okay, so we'll grab that. We'll grab this guy and that, and then I need one more thing in my mess of cables around here. Let's see. So just throw that up, and then we'll throw this guy down there. Oh no, up top's better. Turn it up. Yes, John, that is correct. Turn it up. I just need a mic cable. There's one right there. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to turn this mixer on. And I am going to change something here. We're going to go over to our ATEM control. And we'll go to audio. I'm going to change my audio input here to line, because we're going to run a line in off of the mixer. So I've got this cable here that's going to run into the ATEM. We're going to come off stereo left right like that. We're going to go into audio input 1. Then we're going to plug this 58 into here. You know what? And check 1, 2. Ooh, we're already pretty hot there. I was just thinking about this, Paul. You may want to, or Peter. Sorry, Peter. You may. I saw John Paulson. I went Paul. Peter, you may have to babysit the console. That might be another thing you need to do. So let's see. Check 1, 2. I've got this. Let's switch over to it. Hey. Yep. See, there's this mic now. And what you want to look for, I don't know if you can see that. Check. Hey. The level that I have right here, you want to make sure the output of your mixer is hitting good levels. And let's see. I was confused at first too, eh? Okay. You need to troubleshoot your entire audio chain, which, Roland, you're correct. You do need to. So I guess, Peter, where's the background noise coming? I'm going to type this so I can get it fast. So Peter, let's see, Peter. What background noise? Is it from the whole Zoom meeting, or is it something else? That's the issue that I'm wondering about. Because so now we're back here. That's another thing. Yeah, John, is it reflective? Is the room reflective? Because that can drown you out pretty quick. Let's see. Do you mean audio noise from the environment, or do you mean static type noise from the connections between your devices? That's very true. Let's see. Your room affected? Yeah. So, Peter, yeah, that's a tough one, because you're definitely going to be, your environment definitely has something to do with it. Other people's environment that you can't control. It's hard on those Zoom meetings, and I've been in a lot. So I'm kind of with you on that one. Well, you know what, guys? I think we're gonna call it here. The cache on this is almost up, so I'm gonna that's on the ATEM. It's cache and hoard. So I think we're gonna call it there. Let's switch back over. So we've been going for about 45 minutes here. I appreciate all of you guys throwing stuff in. The external controller works for both the F4 and the F8. That's good to know, Art. I think that might be a way to go in the future for me. I think we're going to call it there. Comment below those are who are watching this after the fact, and we'll go ahead and do this next week, and hopefully I'll get a video out on Monday or Tuesday of next week. I'm hoping to shoot something probably tomorrow or Saturday. So guys, thank you so much. Share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and all the normal crap. And oh, look, I still have my picture-in-picture on. That's fun. I should probably switch that functionality. So thanks, guys. We'll do this again next Thursday. Next Thursday at 9. That is the way it's gonna be. Okay, we're gonna go out on this massive awesomeness. Here we go. Ready? 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 Oh yeah. Okay. See you guys.